The story of your soul, your divine journey since you left the kingdom, is filled with adventure, excitement, and conflict. Your grander self helped to create the stars, galaxies, and multiverses. The formless, luminous presence of spirit has always been with you, it has never left you. We share this with you to stir the memories of your own magnificence and to reawaken your relationship to a grand, angelic lineage that is available to all of you. A relationship that will honor and respect the creative abilities of a human and an angel that have joined hands as sovereign beings. Many of you have read stories of your past that share a galactic history that is grand. As much as you would like to believe that your origins come from the stars and that your abilities are truly unlimited, you continue to struggle with the day-to-day demands of being a human being. Confined to a physical body, many of you now yearn to return to the stars, to play in the angelic realms that you imagine would fulfill your desire to be free. And yet, here you are in a physical reality with a physical body that you volunteered to experience. Only to know the limitations and conditions that you inherited. You are here, beloved soul, to experience the integration of all aspects of your consciousness. To then turn and face humanity with your many gifts with eyes that are blazing with a sovereign heart supported by a love for self. In other lifetimes, you would choose to incarnate into families that would encourage a relationship with spirit and earth. Some of these cultures you have labeled as being native. You recognized prior to this lifetime that humanity would dismiss your awakened presence if you walk among them as a shaman from another culture, a different upbringing. Being the clever and courageous souls that you are, you dived right into the heart of dysfunctional relationships. You not only survived them but learned to heal the wounds of an authentic love. You understood that the conditions of earth would encourage you to separate the mind, your male nature, from its beloved counterpart. Your soul recognized humanity's addiction to playing the victim. Each of you agreed to fully experience these conditions, heal them and embody the very identity that choose to be here. In time, you would awaken from this separation and begin to reunite your mind with your heart. Many of you are experiencing this intense transformation as you read these words. By allowing your mind to now serve your heart, you can consciously share with humanity a model of a fulfilled human being in whatever manner that brings you joy. New dreamer, we are speaking to the new dreamers, ones who are willing to risk believing that the potential of feeling fulfilled is at least as great as that of not being fulfilled. For each of you have within you at this moment the freedom to feel or experience life in any manner you desire. We celebrate your choice to activate this awareness by fully engaging in becoming very, very sensitive to how your body is feeling. These beautiful vessels are not a prison for your soul. They are devoted, divine companions offering the inner resources to experience whatever state of consciousness you would like to embody. If you want to embody the state of consciousness that created the stars, then you will embody patience, joy, and enthusiasm. You will embrace a passion for living that now recognizes that your past no longer dictates your choices for you. Your past now serves you by merging with your expanded identity. This new identity is supported by self-fulfillment, self-love, and a willingness to share that love by allowing it to flow through your life. Singing the blues, we understand that the current collective consciousness of humanity has many of you singing the blues. You believe that the majority rules, and until the majority chooses joy, then you must continue suffering alongside of them. So we invite you, simply for the fun of it, to put that belief to the test. Align your body with a state of consciousness that is deeply in love with itself. Very much in the minority on your planet, would you not agree? To embody such a consciousness, one would make deliberate choices that are fulfilling and rewarding. In time, one will begin to feel the bliss and ecstasy of such a relationship. We invite you, as you embody a blissful state of joy, to now place yourself in an environment where others have yet to taste this bliss. As you have shared with us on many occasions, that will not be hard for you to find. If the majority rules, then how do you explain the relationship that spiritual teachers have with the majority of humanity? If you agree that they embody a state of consciousness that is very much in the minority, why doesn't the majority rule in their life? What choices have they made that allows them to interact with your reality and yet seemingly not be a part of it? We would suggest that for many of them they made a choice, a preference for a reality that served their own relationship with spirit. Our companion is faced with the same choice as all of you: engage with life, people, and things from a dualistic perspective or embody a perspective that supports what many would label as his imagination. In his relationship with us, his soul family, the majority of humanity does not recognize this relationship, and yet, he is fulfilled. Self-love, by authentically honoring and respecting yourself, is a true sovereign state of being. Self-love would ask each of you, why it is any of your business what other people are doing with their lives. So, we invite you to experiment with these ways of selfishly loving yourself first and to see how your perspective of physical reality takes a quantum leap. Down the aisle at the sunset, many of you sense that the sun is setting on duality. Opposing duality is only perpetuating the very conflict that is so distasteful to many of you. We understand your deep and earnest desire for peace, and mutual cooperation between individuals, families, and nations. Indeed, if the sun is truly setting on duality, then each of you have discovered that the source for such a peace lies within your own heart. You are offering to yourself a new relationship between you and you. You are acknowledging that within you there are two potent divine lovers. You are creating a magnificent marriage that reunites these lovers and allows for a sovereign and whole experience. Walking down the aisle, alongside this setting sun is your own male and female nature. It is a most sacred ceremony, ending the internal conflict between your mind and heart. The mind, your male nature, bows before the beauty of the heart, offering himself to be of service to her love. Your heart turns to its beloved, the mind, filled with her gratitude and joy for his unending allegiance to describing her beauty. As you embrace these aspects of yourself, you awaken the divine seed that has always been within you. For within each of you resides the very gift of creation. It is a gift that was freely shared by the Divine Mother and Father or God/Goddess. There is, beloved, a presence that supports the majority of life if you will but allow it into your life. The divine male and female embracing each other as the eternal lovers of all of creation, multiplied by each soul. A divided reflection of a united consciousness. What is the universal glue that binds these two aspects of self? Of course it is love. The heart of creation/sacred feminine, your soul has journeyed throughout all of creation looking for its counterpart. You have relied on your divine male attributes to guide and support you. In the kingdom, there existed a presence that literally blessed all of your experiences. You knew this presence by the underlying state of bliss that weaves its way into all of your thoughts and actions. This was the Divine Mother, the sacred feminine, or as we call her, the heart of creation. You have searched far and wide to reconnect with this presence. It is now here on earth offering herself to each of you. She has always been present within your reality but existed in a place that you had neglected to look into. She is here now, within the pages of this book, offering her love to the one who is reading these words. She impregnates nature with her vitality, warmth, and love. For those with hearts open, you can feel her in your home, at work, and igniting all of your personal relationships with a simple truth. The love that you seek and yearn to feel is within you. The heart of this book is to teach you, remind you that she makes herself known by your willingness to receive her presence. She does not judge life as being right or wrong. She only perceives a universal truth: all is one. Her presence touches your heart and asks of you, "May I be with you, beloved? I am that presence that exists before time, space, and thought. I am both, within the silence of my beloved lover, your mind, and within all of its descriptions. I exist that love may be served. How may I serve you, dear soul? Are you ready to receive what has always been offered? My patience is eternal, but your pain need not be. Turn your attention inward, and like a gentle breeze, let me caress and soothe your tender heart. All is well, beloved. It is but your resistance that perpetuates the illusion of being separate from your divine heritage. I am not here to change the world. I am here to love life as a reflection of myself. As each of you accommodate this love for yourself, indeed, all of reality will change. I am ready to enter your life with each breath. Lay down your swords, your judgments, and your fears and receive the gift that was freely offered. Dear mind, my beloved partner, the soul of the human is allowing us to dance our dance. Thank you, dear soul, your path is paved now, enjoy. Thank you. The search ends. It is here, on earth, that you, soul, have discovered that your male nature, your mind, is very much in need of being loved. You have attempted to place that burden of responsibility on others to fulfill for you what you resist sharing with yourself. You attempted as best you knew how to adapt to your physical environments without fully realizing that you were compromising your own value and worth. Now, something very dramatic is occurring in your lives, changing the very nature of all of your relationships. You are taking responsibility for developing a sacred relationship within yourself. You are discovering that your mind feels overwhelmed with the responsibility to fulfill your needs and desires. It is so devoted to you, soul, that it will attempt to steer your life using all of its divine attributes. Your life becomes a byproduct of your mind's divine but limited perceptions.